But let's just review a couple of the things that Donald Trump has said in this campaign and that those around him have said about what he will do. Expanding presidential power by bringing independent agencies like the Fed directly under the thumb of the president, using the Department of Justice to prosecute his enemies, and ensuring that no one within the executive branch will stand in his way, that there will be no one there to object. Voters, in giving Trump a second term, you can argue, have endorsed a fundamentally different vision of the presidency and democracy itself.
Yeah, you can argue that. I mean, I think I'm like wrestling here because I think there's
Wrestle.
also a simple story here too. Like inflation is high, the administration is unpopular, and throughout the world, the developed world, we've been seeing incumbent governments lose because of basically those two reasons. And so I don't think that there's a complicated story about like Trump and his policies and what he's promised, but there's also a simple one that says folks don't like the country as it is now, and we're willing to roll a dice on what it could be under him.
Mhm.
Now, I think to your point is an important one, though, because at this table last week, we talked about democracy and how Democrats don't offer an alternative vision about improving it. When we lay out the ways that Donald Trump has undoubtedly promised a reshaped federal government that is in line with his, praise of authoritarians across the world, I think we should also say that, like, the response to that has just been to say that is wrong and not to say that there are fundamental concerns people have about the way government is working
Right.
and what Democrats could do to
Yeah,